Hello everybody, I'm hoping to make this video kind of a quicker one, but there's just enough news that I feel like I gotta hop on camera, but not enough to do a full deep dive, but I promise this will be worth the time. So, the biggest thing that we just learned today was through a tweet from Jim Farley, and it goes, Week 1 of F-150 Lightning orders, top states were Texas, California, and New York. Could have predicted that. The Lariat and the Platinum are the faves. Lots of colors. And that's the first half of the tweet. And we'll talk about that for a second because I'm frankly a little surprised and wondering a little bit if that's fully honest. I guess maybe if New York and maybe there's a little more wealth there to buy those higher trims, but I'm really shocked that the Pro wasn't the highest trim. And I don't know, it's just, I'm really surprised. I don't know if maybe he's saying that to hopefully spark Wave 2 orders to go with the pack. Let's get these Lariats. But the Lariat does make the most sense. When we went through the pricing, we noticed that it seemed like the biggest bang for your buck. Especially if you're looking for the extended range, it was kind of like $80K to get, your full tech as well as extended and just to get the full suite of things. But the value of the Pro is just through the roof to the point that I'm shocked that it's not the, hands down the biggest seller. So I guess that's good news for people looking at the Pro. The XLT, I think we all know that nobody's going to buy. Please let me know if you are an XLT person and why, because I truly am interested. It's not like I'm critiquing you or anything. I just am curious of what drew you to that, especially if you're going XLT extended range, because it's only what, 5,000 more, not that that's a small amount, but 5,000 more and you can go Lariat extended, and that seems like the way to do it, but what do I know? Anyways, that's cool. I think that's exciting. Now, on the flip of that, if you've been to Ford's website recently, they've added a new banner across every single trim level where they said limited availability, and that has me a little worried that maybe we're not gonna, or it makes me think that they are sticking with those original projections of between 15 and 20K units built for the 2022 year. It just makes sense because they're trying to double capacity. You've seen the articles where they're hoping to get up to 150,000 Lightnings a year for 2023 and beyond, which that'll be amazing once they get there, and hopefully that'll bring the price down a little bit. But when you think about that, it maybe means they're going to take their time this year so that they have the capacity to dive in for 2023. You just got to think like a business CEO. And that's probably what I would do. I would call it easy on this amount. Although, we've heard all these rumors they're adding extra shifts. So what do I know? Maybe they are still diving in. But there's a lot of things that we're still unclear about. However, I would just really keep an eye over the next couple weeks. The wave orders, I bet a lot that one or two of the trims around Wave 3 are not going to be available. So keep an eye for that, because as we know, they've predetermined the levels or the amount at each trim that they're going to make, and once they hit that, they're going to make it so you can't order that trim level. So, but let me just get right into the second piece of news here, is that Wave 2 orders officially open tomorrow. That's the second half of this tweet here. Let me go ahead and pull that up. It says, we're inviting reservation holders to order in waves so customers have time to consider and complete their order. I guess that's a good reason. But anyway, Wave 2 goes live January 20th. So if you're watching this tonight when I get it posted, it's tomorrow. If you're watching it tomorrow, then it's today. So, I'm really excited to see. I think Wave 1, we're purposely on the lower end. And I think Wave 2, we're going to see a lot of action. I'm really excited to see what everyone orders. Please let me know what you ordered. I'm super excited to hear what everyone's getting. I've flipped. I've been so grumpy lately just because ever since pricing came out, I was really upset that how expensive the Lightning was. I thought for sure it was going to be a no-brainer. I'm going to drive my Model Y until the Lightning comes out, and then I'm going to ditch it, and I'm going to buy a nice mid-size XLT, and it's going to be perfect. And then I got really grumpy because the price was just through the roof, and I either had to go up to a Lariat and spend some cheddar, or down to the Pro and lose everything I want. Well, just so I can keep you guys in the loop, because I haven't really talked about it for a while, I do think I might try to go Pro if it's available. I just think, as far as holding on to the value of your vehicle, that thing is going to be worth $40K or higher for the next, until a new version comes out. I just think, as far as like having a nice electric vehicle, a truck, in fact, you can't beat the value of the Pro. It just has so much stuff. Like, yeah, I lose a lot of the cool tech stuff I was looking forward to, but I just can't justify going all the way up to the Lariat. So maybe you're with me, maybe, and then the other, you're probably like, well, why don't you just go with the XLT? And I was right there with you, and I kept pricing it out and just thinking, I bet next year these prices are cut by 10 or 20K. Like, there's no way they can, or the XLT will be eliminated. Like, I can't see them keeping these prices. Maybe if inflation goes up or whatever, it'll just be the new standard, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. My gut tells me the XLT won't stay that price, especially extended range one. That seems like just not worth buying, because batteries are going to get like better. The software is going to get better to use the batteries more efficiently. Like, even in the next 2 or 3 years, that 300 range is going to be standard. Absolutely, it will be. So therefore, if you buy a standard of anything, it might lose value a little bit, especially on those mid trims. So that's just kind of where my head's at. Whereas the Pro for 40K, even if you like lose value, it'll still stay in like 35,000. It just has to. So as far as like keeping the value of your truck, it just makes a lot of sense. And those are the kind of things I think about as an older person now. So not just flashy lights and cool gizmos. So that's kind of where I'm leaning, assuming I even make the cut. I might not even be able to place an order this year, whereas I'll just keep my Tesla. But I think a more frugal adult decision while still being able to have a fun, cool car is probably the Pro level. And, we'll see what happens. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to hop in and share a tweet. Can you believe you just watched a video about a tweet? And I also probably won't even edit this, because I'm rambling. I'm having a good time. I'm hanging out. What can I say? I'm on YouTube. I don't know, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to end this before I say something even stupider. You guys are the best. Hopefully, we can hear something tomorrow. I can't wait to hear if you guys get some orders. Maybe I'll get to get an order. Fingers crossed. Hopefully all the dealer markups are here and gone, because Ford's pushed their foot down, and we can all live happily ever after. The end. Bye.